Most gardens fail not because gardeners lack effort, but because they choose crops that demand constant attention. Water schedules, feeding charts, pest control routines, pruning rules — it's honestly a lot to keep up with. Yet history tells a different story. For centuries, families relied on vegetables that thrived with neglect, survived poor soil, and kept producing even when nobody babysat them. These crops didn't disappear because they stopped working. They disappeared because they couldn't be packaged, shipped, or monetized easily. And that makes them the lazy gardener's goldmine. Why forgotten vegetables grow better than modern favourites? Modern vegetables are bred for uniformity, shelf life, and appearance. Forgotten vegetables were shaped by survival. They evolved in harsh conditions, poor soils, and unpredictable weather. Their genetics favour resilience over perfection. This means deeper roots, stronger immune responses, and growth habits that outcompete weeds naturally. When planted once, many of these crops reseed themselves, spread quietly, and return year after year with minimal input. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They adapt. Neglect is stressful for fragile crops. For resilient ones, it is a signal to grow harder. Many forgotten vegetables respond to low fertility by extending roots, mining nutrients from deeper soil layers, and partnering aggressively with soil microbes. When watered less frequently, they develop drought resistance. When crowded, they shade competitors. When harvested lightly, they rebound faster and stronger. This is why they appear to grow like weeds. These vegetables do more than feed people. They feed soil. Many produce large root systems that leave behind organic matter when they die back. Others drop leaves continuously, creating natural mulch. Some exude sugars that stimulate microbial life underground. Instead of exhausting beds like heavy feeders, they rebuild them. Perennial vegetables that never ask to be replanted. Several forgotten vegetables are perennial or self-renewing. Once established, they return every season without replanting. Their crowns survive frost. Their roots resprout after harvest. Their seeds fall and germinate on their own. This eliminates seed starting, transplant shock, and annual bed preparation. Food security increases while effort drops. Vegetables that thrive in poor or compacted soil. Many of these crops evolved before soil was tilled regularly. They tolerate compaction and low organic matter. Some even break through hard layers, improving soil structure over time. How forgotten vegetables resist pests naturally. Diversity is defense. These plants were never bred into genetic sameness. Their bitter compounds, strong aromas, and tough leaves deter insects. Their rapid growth allows them to outpace damage. Instead of spraying or intervening, gardeners simply harvest what remains and let the plant recover. There's a hidden nutritional advantage here. Many forgotten vegetables are, nutritionally dense. Their leaves often contain higher mineral content than common greens, and their roots store complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly. Some even provide medicinal compounds that have been used in traditional diets for generations. Now, how do you integrate them into a modern garden? The key is placement, not pampering. These crops perform best when they're allowed space to spread and natural cycles to play out. Borders, paths, under fruit trees, and those unused corners. These are all ideal locations. Mix them with annuals and just watch how they stabilize the entire system. The only feeding they ever need is quite simple. If your soil is extremely depleted, a single biological boost will help with establishment. Just mix 1 tablespoon of unsulfured blackstrap molasses into 10 litres of water. Apply it once at planting to encourage microbial partnerships. After that, these plants pretty much sustain themselves. No repeated feeding is required. Harvesting without killing productivity. Well, the secret is restraint. Harvest leaves or shoots gradually and never strip a plant completely. Forgotten vegetables respond to light harvesting by producing more growth. This creates a steady food supply instead of just one-time yields. So, why don't supermarkets sell these crops? They grow unevenly, mature at different times, and honestly, they don't ship well. They simply don't fit industrial systems. But that is exactly why they belong in home gardens. It's the mindset shift that unlocks lazy abundance. Stop asking how to control plants and start asking how to choose plants that don't need control. When vegetables are selected for resilience instead of perfection, gardening becomes easier, cheaper, and far more rewarding. This is not about lowering standards, it is about aligning with nature instead of fighting it. Now, why are these crops future-proof? Well, climate instability really favours adaptability. Forgotten vegetables, you see, tolerate heat, cold, drought, and irregular rainfall, much better than modern hybrids. As growing seasons become unpredictable, these plants quietly outperform everything else. They are, in a way, insurance crops disguised as weeds. The real reason gardeners feel overwhelmed, honestly, is that too many gardeners grow crops that were never meant to be grown at home without industrial support. Forgotten vegetables remove that pressure. They forgive mistakes. They reward patience. They grow whether you hover or not. That, my friends, is real abundance. If this guide changed how you see your garden, subscribe to Nature's Blueprint, share this with a gardener burning out, and help bring resilient food plants back where they belong.